Yes. Are you ready for this? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
아리랑 나라리요. 아리랑 고개로 넘어간다. 나를 버리고 가시는 님은 심리도 못 가서 발병난다. 아리랑 나리요. 아리랑 고개로 넘어간다. 아리랑 스리스리랑 아라리가 났네. 아리랑 우우 아라리가 났네. 날 따려가거라 날 따려가거라 모종한 우리 님만 날 따려가거라. 아리랑 스리스리랑 아라리가 났네. 아리랑 우우 아라리가 났네. 아리랑 스리스리랑 아라리가 났네. 아리랑 고개로 넘어간다. 날 좀 보소 날 좀 보소 날 좀 보소. 동지 섰다 꽃 본 듯이 날 좀 보소. 아리랑 스리스리랑 아라리가 났네. 아리랑 고개로 넘어간다. 나를 버리고 가시는 님은 심리도 못 가서 발병난다. 반만년 지켜왔지. 긍지와 자부심 모든 거 이겨왔지. 꺾인 적 없어 한 번도. 또 한 번 큰 걸음 시작한 여기 뜨거운 해가 떠오르는 밝은 땅.
아이고, 너무 좋은 공연이었는데. 역시 리틀 엔젤스.
Opa, the program has started. Look.
아이고, 미. Why didn't you say something?
But I'm saying it now.
아이고, 어떡해. Anyway, let's greet our audience now, shall we? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 여러분, 안녕하세요. 환영합니다.
But Opa, is it okay for us to speak to them in Korean?
Of course. I mean, this is the OKOWI Cultural Festival, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's all about Korea, therefore we should speak Korean. I mean, look at us, we're wearing hanboks. Look at this beautiful Korean traditional house here. I mean, we should speak Korean now.
I know, but we should try to maybe speak English, just in case there are people who don't understand Korean.
그렇구나. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good day to you all. You are all welcome to our One Korea, One World initiatives, aka OKOWI Cultural Festival, where we celebrate the beautiful culture of Korea and express our cherished hopes for the unity within the Korean Peninsula. I am your host, Godson Junhwa Ogurie, aka Jisun.
And I am your co-host, Mihe Basi, and I'll be hanging out with all of you together with my Opa.
Thank you, Mihe. So to officially begin our festival today, we would like to spotlight an important personality in our midst.
Yes, she is a wonderful, beautiful, and a lovely lady here with us, and is a very big fan and supporter of youth in our continent.
Not forgetting that she is a youth herself. She is none other than the president of the International Association for Youth and Students for Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to give the opening remarks, let's give it up for Mrs. Mika Amalama.
Thank you. What a great welcoming by our MCs. This is amazing. I'm so grateful to be here together with you all. I want to extend my greetings to our VIPs, our Mrs. Kathy Rigney, UPF Chair of Africa, as well as the Choniwan Co-Chair of Africa, the President of President Koji Matsuda, IAYSP International President, and also Reverend Jean-Pierre Kadima, the FFWPU Regional President of Africa, all our dignitaries, guests, our tribal leaders, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, the youth of Africa. Thank you so much for joining this auspicious event. I would like to extend a warm welcoming to you all for taking this time to join our OKOWI Festival, brought together by the youth of IAYSP, also together with our organization of FFWP, to bring awareness to the need and vision of reunification of the Korean Peninsula for the sake of peace and unity in the world. As we have been in this OKOWI initiatives, it's actually One Korea, One World initiative. So this is not the first of the initiatives. We have been holding actually a prayer evening for the unification of Korea and bringing peace in the world. We've also done a seminar, which was to bring awareness to the conflict that arose in the Korean Peninsula, and also to truly understand the need and importance for the unity. And now, with the support of you all, we are holding the OKOWI Festival, which is a festival. So a time to really showcase also our talents and performances, at the same time to bring awareness to the importance of reunification in the Korean Peninsula. You may be wondering why the Korean Peninsula, right? For those of you who are new to our organization. But as we would like to share, the IAYSP and all of its partner organizations is founded by our very own father and mother Moon, who have really come from the nation of Korea, even have experienced the division that this has caused for the people, for their families, and for themselves. And not only that, but to see how this division has extended to the world with conflict ripened in many parts of our world, even including our own region. With this heart to truly bring a world of peace, they have fought and brought about all of these organizations to really support bringing world peace into our lives and bringing it into the future, into our generation, right? So with the youth, as we are supporting and really connecting with this vision, we want to extend that by also acknowledging that this division of conflict has occurred and is something that is actually in the heart of the very homeland of our founders. And we want to really acknowledge that, understand it, and then be able to support it, even all the way from Africa. And so with this, we want to bring awareness to the Korean unification, to the African youth. We want to also, through this festival, showcase the voices for our unification and peace through the cultural performances that we'll be seeing today. And through this also be a bridge between Korea and Africa and the world. And lastly, we will start a committee that will actually plan and implement a substantial project that can really support the Korean unification and also bringing peace into the world. So I really am so grateful that you have all come here to be part of this. And I can see that through this also, as we know, we also in our region, in Africa, are not strangers to the division and conflict that has come about. Just as the artificial line between North and South Korea was made by people, many African nations are also brought about by artificial lines decided in a land far from our own people and not for our people's best interest at the time. These lines have cut tribes apart, creating borders for which conflict and strife have still remained. So our founder, Father Moon, in his autobiography, A Peace-Loving Global Citizen, he says that the line that divides North and South Korea was drawn by human beings. Land can be divided that way, but not people. So we also believe that although land and division has arisen, we, the people, can actually bring about unity. So with that, I really want to welcome you all and also ask you all to be the peace-loving global citizens of our region and to really see the value of bringing about awareness to peace and unity, and especially to really understand the awareness and the importance of bringing about peace and unification in the Korean Peninsula. So thank you again. Welcome to you all, and let's have a great, great, great event. Thank you.
Opa, seems like we forgot to mention how much of an eloquent speaker Mrs. Mika is.
That's right, Mihe. You know, I really valued when she called all African youth to become global citizens and also to really participate actively in this campaign for the reunification of North and South Korea. Thank you very much, Mrs. Mika. Let us give her another round of applause to appreciate her for her wonderful work. Now, to proceed with our program at this time.
Opa.
Yeah.
Opa, this is a festival. We can't just go to the next program without doing something.
What do you want us to do? What do you suggest?
You should know. We need a little something to spice up the environment, the atmosphere, something exciting.
You mean like a chant?
Groucho!
So what do you have in mind?
Opa, don't leave everything to me. We have to do it together.
All right. I think I have one suggestion. Okay, so everybody, you're going to just watch me and look at me, and you're going to see what I'm going to do as our chant. That's what we're going to do all together to create the atmosphere. So we go like this. One Korea, one world, Hey Sunni. That's easy, isn't it? Mia, what do you think? Isn't it easy?
Yes, it is.
We can do it now, can't we?
Yes, we can.
All right. Let's do it all together. Okay. One Korea, one world, Hey Sunni. All right, thank you very much, everybody. I hope you were able to participate together. Now that we are in high spirits, we can now move on to the next item on our program.
Exactly. At this point, we will be bringing to you all a video of the founders of IAYSP in the person of Reverend Song Myung Moon and Dr. Mrs. Hak Jahan Moon, when they paid a visit to North Korea in 1991 and made a tireless effort for the reunification of the two Koreas. Video cue.
이렇게 바라보니까 내가 부끄럽고 촬영사에서 이대로 삶이 완전히
Wow. That video had a lot of deep content, for me, of course, all the content there was like really very deep, but what really moved me was, where we had like the subtitles at the end and we could see some of what Reverend Son Myung Moon, or Father Moon as we call him, what he talked about the importance of, reuniting the Korean Peninsula in order for families who have been divided to be able to be reunited once again. At the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters, and there is no point, being, divided. And I feel like that was what was most touching for me. How do you feel about that?
That's right. A big thank you to our technical team for playing that video to remind us about the essence of reunification and the heart behind the campaign for unity. Up next, we would be having an interactive section. After this is a festival, isn't it, Opa?
Of course, Kurochimihe. So basically, at this point in time, we're going to be moving to the next segment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's quiz time! So basically, at this time, we're going to be having three questions which will be presented to you on your screens via Zoom. At this point, these three questions are going to have three options. And these three options are not three options, actually. We will have four options alongside each question. And the correct answer is among the three options. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes. Let's find out how much you know about Korea.
The part when these out, and at this point in time, anyway, we'll just go straight to the quiz and the questions. So, technical team, could you put up? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry for that break in transmission. We had some technical issues. We are going to be moving on directly to the quiz. And the first question then, Mia, would you like to read the first question?
Who among the following became the first president of Korea immediately after it got its independence from Japan?
All right, let's have the options, please.
A. Moon Jae-in. Man-ri. B. Yoon Go-soo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you can see that the options are already presented to you, so you may go into the chat and begin to give us the correct answer, whatever option you feel is correct, and you can begin.
I see a girl who's song in the answer is
Man-ri, that's what it says. And then I see somebody else say, okay, many people are going for C. That's really very interesting. Many people going for C.
Someone going for B.
And okay, and then there's a Marceline Adeko there saying the answer is C. C is Sing Man-ri. That is very, very interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we may have to go into revealing what the correct answer is. Are you all ready to know what the correct answer is?
Yes.
All right, let's go with the drum roll. Drum roll, please. I don't get any drums, drum roll. And the correct answer is C, Sing Man-ri. So give a big round of applause. I think the first person I saw to give the correct answer was Woo-sung Ji. Let's give a round of applause to Woo-sung. Let's applaud him. And everybody else got the answer correct. Thank you very much. So now at this point, we're doing a quiz, but this is also an opportunity for us to learn a little bit more about these answers. So right now, could we please, we would like to have some details with regards to the answer letter C. So technical team, please reveal the answer to us. Please reveal some explanation behind the answer. Okay, so Mia, would you like to read the answer to our audience? Or an explanation to the answer, rather?
Syngman Rhee was a founding father of the Republic of Korea who served as the first president of South Korea from 1948 to 1960. Rhee was also the first and last president of the provincial government of the Republic of Korea from 1919 to his impeachment in 1925 and from 1947 to 1948. As a president, Rhee's government was characterized by authoritarianism, limited economic development, and in the late 1950s, growing political instability and public authoritarianism.
All right, thank you very much. I'm sure this was a good opportunity for all our youth attending this program. In case you didn't know anything about Syngman Rhee, this was a great opportunity for us to learn even something little about him. Nia, don't you think that was an educative session?
Yes, it was.
All right. So are you all ready to move on to the next question?
Yes.
All right. So technical team, please take us to the next slide. Okay, I like this question. Even the background looks very nice. I'll be reading the question to you all. So I begin. Which of the following is not a mountain located in Korea? Emphasis on not. Which of the following is not a mountain located in Korea? So please reveal the options to us. A, we have there Mount Fuji. And B, we have there Mount Jiri. C, we have there Mount Allah. And D, we have there Mount Ektu. So which of the following, which of these is not a mountain in Korea? I mean, what do you think about this? Because at least the first question was about kind of like Korean history. So maybe people who read a lot, maybe it would be kind of like easy for them to get that answer. But this is about Korean geography. Like, I don't know if a lot of our youth have been to Korea, and I feel like this is not a question that you can answer if you have not been to Korea. What do you think?
That's true. But most youth in Africa study geography, but for those who want to explore more, go beyond that bridge. And besides, this is a festival, so definitely our youth must have been prepared for this.
Okay, if you say so. So let's see. I see some people giving their answers there. I see some answers coming up. A lot of people already are giving answers. I see some people saying A. I see some people say the answer is B. Okay, we have there IAYSP, YSD, DLA saying B. We have there, at this point, many people are going for A. I think I saw A jump way. Go for A, different people giving different answers. Okay, I think that this is the time that we can reveal the correct answer to our audience. So are you ready to receive the correct answer?
Yes.
All right, technical team, give us the drum roll. Drum roll, please. And the correct answer is A, Mount Fuji. So let us give everyone who said the answer is a big round of applause. We kind of lost track of who got the correct answer first because so many people answered. all at the same time. You know, there were so many people going, hey, Mount Fuji, Mount Fuji, Mount Fuji, Mount Fuji. So it was kind of confusing to keep track. All right, so let us now move over to knowing some detail about these mountains. So I'll read a detail about this, about the last question which we just had. So Mount Fuji is a mountain in Japan and not Korea. So one fact we learned here today is Mount Fuji is a mountain in Japan and not Korea. However, Mount Jiri, Halla, and Baekdu are the three highest mountains in the Korean Peninsula, with Mount Baekdu as the tallest in North Korea and Mount Halla as the tallest in Jeju Island, South Korea. So these are some interesting facts about the mountains which are located in South Korea. Mia, wasn't that interesting?
Yes, that was really interesting.
All right, so we're going to be moving over to the next question, which is the final question. Technical team, please take us to the final question. Ooh, I like what I see at this point. Mia, this is going to be very interesting. Would you like to read the question to us, please?
Which of these famous Korean actors starred in the 2021 Marvel movie, The Eternals?
Okay, technical team, please give us the options.
A. Lee Jun-jae. B. Ha Young-woo. C. Song Il-juk. D. Don Lee.
All right, so there we have 4 options. You can see these faces on your screen. And some people say D. I see Uganda says D. Benin says P. Benin says D. Joseph Kumsu says the answer is D. Amar Johnson, D. Many people telling us D. P. Sao Tome and Principe says D. Benin, nothing new says D. IAYSP Liberia, D. Many people are going D, 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 D. Wow. Isn't anybody thinking that the answer could be C? I mean, how do you know? Did you already watch The Eternals already? I mean, of course, maybe you already did. But I'm surprised that you all are very conscious about who acts these movies. That's very interesting. So we are already losing track of how many people are responding to the answer D. So let us have the drum roll, please. Drum roll, technical team, let's review the answer. And the correct answer is D. Don Lee. And let's give a big round of applause to everyone who got the correct answer to be D. All right, everyone, thank you. We have a lot of smart people here in our continent. Now let's read a little bit, or let's find out a little bit of detail about the correct answer, Don Lee. Nia, would you like to tell us about the correct answer, please?
Okay. Don Lee was also known as Ma Jong-suk, in a South Korea-born American actor. With his breakout performance in Train to Busan and subsequent leading roles, he has become one of South Korea's most successful actors. He plays the role of Gil Marshall in the 2021 Marvel movie, The Eternals.
All right, thank you very much. And so once again, we appreciate everyone who gave the correct answer to all the quiz questions that we asked to the audience. I think that was a really good icebreaker for us. All right, so.
Opa, don't you think we have a lot of smart people here in our continent?
Sure we do. We have a lot of smart people. I mean, for me personally, I'm kind of very surprised that they could give, the answer to a question such as who was the first president after the colonization Korea faced from Japan. I feel like that was something that I didn't expect people to know, but they gave the correct answer like that. And that was very, for me, interesting, Anyway, this is the time for us to go into the performances.
Just a moment there.
예, 무슨 일이야, 지금?
We are forgetting something.
Forgetting what? What are we? Oh. Aha, we are forgetting our chant. Yes, that's true. I'm sorry about that. So we're going to be moving over to our chant at this point in time. Remember that chant that we did before we began? Let's take the chant once more and then we will proceed. Do you remember? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so let's go. One Korea, one world, Te Sumi. All right, so as I was saying before the chant, we will be going straight into the performances, but right before that, we would like to introduce you all to the performers who will be featured today.
That's right. On our program today, we have 5 slots for performances by youth teams from different nations in Africa. Also, we have a panel of judges who will evaluate each performances and declare who the few did their best based on certain criteria.
Do I smell some competition here?
Opa, this is not a matter of competition. It is all for entertainment and spreading the message of unity. Of course, with a little friendly competition.
Yeah, sure, I get it, even though you still said the word competition.
Anyway, we have 5 groups from Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Sao Tome and Principe, Uganda, and Zambia, respectively. First of all, we have the Sunhat Stars Bill all the way from Benin Republic. Let's give them a round of applause. Then we have the Unity Makers all the way from Côte d'Ivoire. A round of applause to them.
We also have a team called, I like this name because it's Portuguese, it's a language that I've always wanted to learn, and they are called A Voz de Resistência Negra. All the way from Sao Tome and Principe, let's give them a round of applause. Next, we have the Progress Makers, all the way from Uganda. Let us give them a very big round of applause. And finally, we have the Peacemakers all the way from Zambia. I mean, it's funny, we see we have a lot of makers. Everybody seems to be making something, and that's so interesting. Anyway, let's give a big round of applause to the Peacemakers all the way from Zambia. All right, so now that all our performers have been introduced, it is now time to introduce our judges. We have 4 judges present here today. And first, I would like to introduce our chief judge of the panel. He is an international personality who hails from Japan, but speaks over 4 different languages. He has invested so much into raising and encouraging youth peace promotion activities in so many parts of the world, and he is also the international president of IAYSP. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a big round of applause to our chief judge, President Koji Matsuda. Our next judge, basically, we will be having, the next judge that we are going to be introducing today is Mrs. Mika Amalaman, who spoke to us earlier on when we had the opening remarks. She is the IAYSP President of Africa Region. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Mrs. Mika Amalaman. And the next judge on the panel at this point in time, we would like to introduce the next judge, and he is the Secretary General of IAYSP Africa Region, in person of Mr. Kenta Kishi. Ladies and gentlemen, give Mr. Kenta Kishi a big round of applause.
I will also like to explain about the evaluation process of all the teams. The judges whom we just introduced will have 70% authority to evaluate the performances. They will judge based on the following criteria: the message of the performance, which is 10 points, the impact of the performance, which is 10 points overall, skills of the performance, which accounts for 5 points, quality of the video and performance, which also accounts for 5 points, and finally, creativity, which also accounts for 5 points, making a total of 35 points.
That is correct. So, but you, our beloved audience, also have the ability to choose who you feel did their best to express their hearts for Korea. You all also have the chance to vote via, I think, the Google Form site, which will be provided in the chat for you to use when the time comes. So your vote accounts for 15 points of the entire evaluation, while the judges' verdicts account for 35 points out of 50. So now that we have introduced everyone to our audience, I think it's time for us to comfortably sit down, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
That's right, Opa. Now to open the floor, we will have the Sunhat Stars Bureau all the way from Benin as our first team to perform for the event. Technical team, please polite the Sunhat Stars Bureau.
Oh, okay. That is those are superstars from Benin, Sunhat Stars Beyond. There you are. So could you briefly introduce yourselves? You could just tell us the name of your group and also explain to us what you are going to be doing for us today, very briefly.
Okay. Salut à tous.
So greetings to everyone. So we are Sunhat Star Bureau. We are from Benin. We are really grateful to be part of this contest. So our video is inspired from a true story. It talks about the mother of peace, of unification, Dr. Hakcha Moon, and present the suffering and the difficulties of all the people of Korea who experience the division. So some brothers and sisters really turned their back to each other because they couldn't understand very well each other based on some ideology. So this aspiration for a better moment, therefore we want to support the reunification Pacific of the two Koreas in a further... Okay, thank you, sorry.
Thank you, Unity Makers. Thank you for your performance. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for
Sunhat Stars Beyond.
Assieds-toi. Mais je voudrais vous parler. La situation.
What is the problem? Please have a seat. So the situation in our nation is not very good. It's true. Subtitles are there.
D'autres familles, d'autres insectes, même leurs femmes, non, ne sont pas partis comme ça.
Mon fils, calme-toi. Nous avons la conviction absolue que le bien-être ici, nous ne pouvons pas succomber au communisme. Alors restons.
C'est difficile. Regardez autour de vous. La paix, le chaos, le désespoir, tout est obscur. Il n'y a aucun avenir ici. Ma décision est prise. Je pars.
Mais tu ne peux pas partir. Abonné. Ne me reste pas. Je t'en prie.
Ma fille.
Ce ne sera pas la dernière fois que je verrai mon père, se disait-elle en le voyant franchir la porte. Elle se trompait. Ce fut la dernière fois.
Wow. I mean, that was just so marvelous. That was wonderful. Sonax Stars, I mean, their performance was just so epic. Don't you think so, Mie?
For sure, you couldn't have put it better than that. I'm sure the audience could really feel their passion towards the reunification of North and South Korea.
Yes. Up next to perform for us today is the Unity Makers from Côte d'Ivoire. Technical team, please place the spotlight on the Unity Makers.
Hello everyone.
Yes, hello everyone.
Donc,
please introduce yourselves and briefly tell us what you're going to be performing for us today.
So greetings. We are the group Unity Makers from Côte d'Ivoire, and we are very happy to be here together with you with this OKOWI initiative. So our project it was to really use the artistic art in order to relate the story of the division of North Korea, of South and North Korea, and using an African context. Because the reality of Korea is not just the Korean reality, but also linked to a lot of conflictual stories here on the African continent. So therefore, we wanted to present the emotion, right? The emotions, the suffering of these people getting to be separated unwillingly. So I hope that you can really enjoy this performance. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. I'm sure we all just can't wait to see what this team has in store for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, for their performance at this moment, let's give it up for the Unity Makers.
Il y a très longtemps, dans le village d'Anonga, les villageois vivaient en harmonie. La famille Zanu d'Ipe, famille nombreuse de 6 filles, jouissait pleinement de leur sérénité. Comme chaque matin, pendant que les filles s'amusaient, les parents, eux, programmaient la journée. Car 2 des filles devaient partir pour
The girls were having fun. The parents planned their day. So because 2 of the girls had to go to the field, the farming field with their father to prepare the pickings, the day was Ulaya and Mama. So the father was usually impatient and very thoughtful because he wanted to have a good harvest for the season. But surprisingly, in the center of the village, the chief, who was usually absent, summoned his officers for an urgent interview. Misfortune, he said. He had just ordered the construction of the wall which would separate the village. The officers themselves executed with great force the work, and in 3 days. On the other hand, Mrs. Zanu and these 3 girls performed all sorts of traditional rituals to welcome her husband and who would soon be home. So they all had to be very beautiful at this moment in order to welcome him. On the way back, laden with the harvest, Mr. Zanu and his daughters were surprised by the large bridge which now separated the village in 2, north and south. The officer waved to him as if to indicate that the passage was prohibited. Mad with rage, he threw himself on the officer as if to sneak to pass, but in vain. Ulaya and Mama were in tears. They couldn't hold back. The younger sisters and their mother, whom they hoped to see again after a long period, was now far away from them. To the south, on the other side of the bridge, the same scene was happening. The rest of the family, who realized that they could not longer join the others, panicked. We could hear screaming and crying everywhere. The sadness was at its height.
De se retrouver un jour, car on racontait dans le village.
7 years passed, but the family kept hope to meet again one day the other members of their families, because it was said in the village that a woman named the Mother of Peace multiplied actions in order to find a peace agreement which could reunite the village. So after several refusals, the chief of the village ended up agreeing to meet the Mother of Peace, after which a peace agreement was signed. So the Mother of Peace blessed the village, and the bridge was completely destroyed. Victory! That day was a memorable day, full of love, gratitude, and joy. The villagers sang, "Oh, happy day!" Oh, happy day.
Happy day.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
À la ressemblance de l'histoire de Corée, ce village avait aussi
So,
été
similar to the history of Korea, this village had also been divided,
beaucoup de souffrance pour le peuple.
fractured, which caused great pain and suffering for the people. But today, with the OKOWI initiative, the unification of Korea is becoming more and more a tangible project.
Wow, that performance was indeed splendid. What do you think about the performance? You know, watching that, I feel like watching it once more. Imagine the way they put all their efforts in order to make the unity between North and South Korea come true. What do you think, brother?
I definitely think that they were very creative about how they tried to link, that story that maybe they composed, or maybe it's a folk story from Côte d'Ivoire, and they tried to link it up to, the situation of North and South Korea. I feel that was very, very creative of them. I definitely feel that they did well. Big props to the unity makers for such a stellar performance.
Next to perform for us is Avuz de Resistencia Negra from Sao Tome and Principe. Technical team, please put the spotlight on Avuz de Resistencia Negra. Wow, they're looking beautiful.
Really beautiful. Hello, everybody.
All right, please.
Nós somos de São Tomé e Príncipe.
Tell us what you have for us today.
Sim, somos de São Tomé e Príncipe, não é?
We are from São Tomé. Our performance is a music that we created that explain the story of Peninsula, of Korean Peninsula, the North and South. And we invited everybody, our mothers, our younger brothers, and our younger sisters to participate in this beautiful program. So please enjoy our performance. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Now it's time to enjoy what they have prepared for us. Ladies and gentlemen,
let's give it up for Avuz de Resistencia Negra.
Reunification, we imagine reunification. We imagine reunification. We imagine reunification. We imagine reunification. We'll break a division, but pity will bring a reunification. Nós queremos ver a Coreia do norte e do sul, unida. Papa et maman, viens ici, viens voir la réunification. Papa et maman, viens ici, viens voir la réunification. Father and mother, come here, come to see the reunification. Father and mother, come here, come to see the reunification. Papa et maman, viens aqui, viens ver a reunification. Papa et maman, viens aqui, viens ver a reunification. Si nous unissons nos forces, nous obtiendrons la victoire. Nós queremos reunificação.
Wow, my God. I mean, I thought I have seen it all, but after seeing that performance, I realized that we are only just getting started. I was wowed.
Same here. Our voz de Resistencia Negra was indeed so amazing. I was surprised at a lot of passionate performance from the youth of Africa.
Same here. Up next to perform for us is the Progress Makers all the way from Uganda. Technical team, please place the spotlight on the Progress Makers. Okay, I see this beautiful couple in front of us here. They look so lovely. So please tell us a little bit about yourselves and let us know what you're going to be performing for us today.
Okay, greetings to everyone. My name is Josang Tumsime. This is my wife, Hannah Tumsime. So we came up with a simple poem that we are going to present today. I think the message is a strong one, and it's inspired by the knowledge that we have one heavenly parent. We have like one Mother Earth. We are all children of Mother Earth. So there is no sense of division. Division doesn't make sense. So it's unity all the way. So that's the inspiration of our poem. Thank you very much. I hope you love it.
Thank you very much, Progress Makers. To perform for us at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to invite the Progress Makers.
Unity, come together, consciously magnetize polarity, establishing neutrality, living love,
harmoniously, quelling negativity, peaceful positivity, integrate serenity, unity, freedom from disharmony, cultivating empathy. I am you and you are me. Sense and sensitivity. Open your eyes to see all that we are here to be. Navigating graciously, unity.
Wow, wasn't that breathtaking? Opa, what do you think?
Well, you know, I am, as they say, I'm a sucker for poems. I love poems, and poetry is something that really knows how to move people's hearts, especially when you do it well. And I believe that the Unity Makers did a very good job with that poem. They were indeed wonderful. 아주 잘했습니다.
And to our last but not the least performance.
What do you mean by that? Last performance already?
Yes, Opa, we are the last one already.
Oh.
Now here to perform for us is the Peacemakers all the way from Zambia. Technical team, please put the spotlight on the Peacemakers. All right. Yeah, the goal.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are the Peacemakers. Can you hear us now?
Yes, we can. Introduce yourself and let us know what you're going to do.
Okay, thank you. So we are the Peace Seekers and we are from Zambia, and we've prepared a poem for everyone to enjoy and listen to this afternoon. So our poem is about how the whole world needs to be involved in the unification of the Korean Peninsula, how it's very important that we see to the unification of our beloved brothers and sisters in the Far East. So please enjoy.
Please enjoy.
Thank you very much, Peacemakers, for introducing yourselves and giving us heads up about what you're going to do. We are really expecting a lot, and we know we're going to be wow. So just before we invite the Peacemakers up to perform, I would just like to let the audience know that voting has already started. So please make sure to vote before the end, or rather by the end of this last performance. Let us make sure to have already finished with our votes, because the voting is going to be closed immediately after the last performance. So I repeat, voting is going to be closed immediately after the last performance. So make sure to vote for your favorite teams and let's support them to really take the victory. So right now for our last performance, let us all welcome the Peacemakers with a big round of applause.
We, as the Peace Seekers, present to you a poem entitled Cry for the Far East. A poem inspired by our deep yearning for the unification of the Korean Peninsula. Cry for the Far East. Cry for the Far East. Like the African saying goes, it takes the whole village to raise a child. So, it takes the whole world to unite the Korean Peninsula. Come, my brothers, come, my sisters, from all religions, all races, all nations, from the north, from the east, from the south, and from the west. Cry for the Far East. Once the Korean Peninsula is united, then and only then can the whole world be united. The key to world unification starts with the unification of North and South Korea. The battle between good and evil, between brothers and sisters, between mothers and daughters, between fathers and sons, between nations and nations, ends with the unification of the Korean Peninsula. Cry for the Far East. Our brothers and sisters in the Far East have been separated for far too long. Let us come together to help unite mothers and daughters, fathers and sons, grandparents and grandchildren, husbands and wives. Let the Korean Peninsula be united. Cry for the Far East. Enough suffering, enough pain for our brothers and sisters in the Far East. Time is running out. Come, my brothers, and come, my sisters. Now is the time. Love for the Far East, dance for the Far East, sing for the Far East, pray for the Far East. Come, my brothers, come, my sisters. Let us unite with the Mother of Peace to end the cries of the Far East.
Wow, that was breathtaking. That was show-stopping, a very show-stopping performance there. I'm still in awe at what I just saw. Remember how I mentioned that a poem knows how to move people's hearts? That was the definition of moving people's hearts there. How do you feel about that performance, Miriam?
Well, that was wonderful. I feel like watching that once more again.
Definitely. Maybe after this, we're going to have to sit down and watch all these performances again.
That's sure.
Wow.
I really enjoyed every bit of the show. It was really splendid.
Wow.
The Peacemakers really did a splendid job. Thank you so much, Peacemakers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally come to the end of the main performances of the festival. You know, we mentioned that before or rather immediately after the last performance, we are going to conclude with the voting. So let's make sure to use this time to quickly go to that link and vote for our favorite performances before the link is closed. At the end of the day, we are not totally done yet. Are we done yet, Mie?
That's right. Remember, we said we are going to do some evaluation to find out which thing was most impressive.
So, also like we said earlier, you, the audience, I believe you're at the point of choosing. Remember that your votes account for 15 points of the entire evaluation, while the judge's verdict accounts for 35 points of the evaluation.
So while we wait for the judges, as well as all of you, our esteemed audience, to cast your vote, we bring to you some entertainment to brighten up the atmosphere and charge us up to know the winning team.
Exactly. So here, right now, at this moment, we will be bringing to you a martial arts performance called Tongil Mudo, which was developed by the founders of IAYSP, Reverend Sun Young Moon and Dr. Mrs. Hak Jahan Moon. So this performance is actually brought to us by an all-African Tongil Mudo team who made this performance in Kenya. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our esteemed Tongil Mudo team.
the ground shake.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that martial arts performance while you were voting for the team of your hearts.
Yeah, you know, the truth is, I feel they have a really, really tough decision to make, you know, regarding these teams. I mean, personally, I feel that this is not something easy to judge.
I know, right? But remember, we said that it shouldn't really be about competing. It should be more about expressing our hearts of love for Korea and its reunification and all of our hearts and all our efforts.
Well, I couldn't agree more. All the teams, just from what we all saw, I feel like they did their best. And it doesn't really matter who comes out, as the most impressive. Everyone is a winner, based on how I feel. And even I believe that we all believe that everyone is, qualified to be the best. So everyone is indeed a winner. What matters is that everyone did their best for the sake of this really great cause. So that's just what matters for me anyway. So at this point, if the results are set, we would like to welcome the chief judge of our panel, who is also the IAYSP International President, to give us some comments and remarks about all the performances. So ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome with a warm round of applause the International President of IAYSP, Mr. Koji Matsuda.
Thank you so much, MC, for your wonderful work to make an exciting program. Mrs. Castiglioni, Reverend Kamara, and Reverend Kadima, thank you for your participation and support to YSP Africa always. I am participating from Korea today, and I enjoyed so much your performance and video and quiz. Yeah, thank you so much for your wonderful, wonderful performance of each team. I was inspired by your effort to show your heart and spirit to contribute for the reunification Korean Peninsula. It was difficult to judge each performance. I think through preparation of this performance, you could learn the importance of unity and teamwork. Mother Moon visited 2019 and blessed and loved many people in Africa. Now, youth in Africa stand up to support for reunification of Korean Peninsula. I think Mother Moon will be very happy about this program which you organized and performed. In the first video, Father Moon said, forgive, love, and unite each other. And true love is the key essence which people can unite. I hope you practice these words in your daily life and become peacemakers. I hope this program will continue and bring more people to know about Korean culture and the situation of Korean Peninsula. I think Africa, this initiative can give a lot of impact to many people in each country in Africa and also other continents of the youth. I want to ask many youth and students in the world pray together and organize such a program to support the reunification of Korean Peninsula. Once again, thank you very much for your wonderful performance. I was so inspired by all of you. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
A very big thank you to Mr. Matsuda for just being a part of this event today, all the way from South Korea. I mean, I feel so privileged that he is here with us today, irrespective of his busy schedule.
That's right, Mihe. It's such an honor to have you here, President Matsuda. Thank you so much for supporting us wholeheartedly all the time with your presence and your assistance.
Recording in progress.
And now,
recording stopped.
Moving to the performances to know the result. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to know the result of the performance.
So I know everybody, I know that our hearts are going to be beating. We are not going to start from the winner, or I'm kind of skeptical of using the word winner, but let's just say winner or the first position. We are going to start from the second runner-up or the third position. So starting from the second runner-up, which is the third position, the second runner-up position goes to... It goes to the Peacemakers from Zambia! Yes, they are the second runner-up.
Congratulations to the Peacemakers from Zambia. They did such a great job. And now, at the final moment is here. We have just 2 teams left. One will be the best runner-up.
And the other will obviously be declared the winner.
The first runner-up of our OKOWI Festival goes to...
The Resistencia Negra from Sao Tome and Principe. And the everybody. So yes, I can see them rejoicing. They look so happy and they look so bubbly, you know, because of their win. At this moment, we would like to make the presentation of the certificate to our winning team. So technical team, please present the certificate. All right, thank you. So certificate there, we have the first prize of the OKOWI Festival. This certificate is presented to the Sonhak Stars Biol, who are the first winners of the OKOWI Festival, 29th of January, 2022. And then also we are going to be presenting them their prize as well. Okay, we see that the Sonhak Stars Biol will be receiving a token amount of $300 as a prize for their hard work and their efforts. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let us give a big round of applause to the Sonhak Stars Biol. All right, now it wouldn't be nice to just move on without listening to a few words from Sonhak Stars Biol. So technical team, could you please spotlight Sonhak Stars Biol? Because we would like to hear a few words from them.
So please, Sonhak Stars Biol, could you please tell us in a few words how you feel at this moment?
Oh, they look so emotional. They look so emotional. Oh, please unmute yourselves so that we can hear you.
So I would like to, if you want to say thank you very much. I think it's just the emotions. I'm happy. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity that has been given to us to participate to this festival and also the contest. In reality, I think we are not worthy to present such a story, actually. Seeing the suffering of the people of Korea. So really with this humble heart, so we are saying thank you very much. Thank you very much to all the organizers. Thank you to all the leaders and all those who support us, who helped us during the process up to this time. Thank you. Long life to the Mother of Peace, who is really going through a lot of difficulties. I just beyond her age, we really want to support her and mobilize all our energy of the universe in order to really assist her, in order to make sure that in this year 2022, that Korea can become unified in a peaceful way. So thank you very much.
Well, that's it. That was the winning team there, the Sonhak Stars Biol, all the way from Benin Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, I would like you all to give them a big round of applause. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now at this point, we will be moving over to the congratulatory remarks. The first congratulatory remarks today will be given by an esteemed guest in our midst, and he is the president of the Interreligious Association for Peace and Development, IAPD, Zimbabwe. Here to give us the first congratulatory remarks, we will now welcome Bishop Albert Chikuni with a round of applause.
I want to thank you. Thank you very much. I want to thank the President of International Association of Youth and Students, Peace Africa, Mrs. Mika Amalam. Thank you all the leaders that are here present in our movement. I want to congratulate you for this momentous occasion that brings unity, that aims to bring unity of the Korean Peninsula. One Korea, one world. One Korea, one world. And on earth, there is no vision greater than human family. It is in divisions that the human family becomes dangerous to each other. And it is in division that humans experience hell in their existence. It is in division that life is threatened. As Africa, we unite to support the reunification of Korean Peninsula youth. Thank you very much for allowing God to use your zeal, your energy as pure offering to God. You're coming together, centering on God, create divine energy, and this energy is focused on the unification of Korea. God will not do anything on earth until they are participants. So your participation is not in vain. Thank you very much. Adieu.
Thank you very much once again, Bishop Albert Chikuni, for those wonderful words of congratulations. We are indeed very happy to have you.
And at this point, we would like to invite an esteemed guest to our midst, though a native of United States of America. She is the co-chair in charge of the Universal Peace Federation here in Africa and has worked in the continent for many years.
That is indeed correct. Ladies and gentlemen, here to give the congratulatory remarks, the second congratulatory remarks, let us give it up for Mrs. Catherine Rigney with a round of applause.
Good morning, good afternoon to everyone in Africa. It's so exciting to see this festival that was held today with the youth of Africa. You know, when I went to Africa in 1975, which is almost 47 years ago, none of you were born yet. And your parents were not yet members. And so to see this result standing in front of me this morning, such beautiful faces, such beautiful talent, such heartwarming performances is overwhelmingly emotional for me also. As our sister from Benin, congratulations to Benin, by the way, that was my first nation in Africa in 1975. True parents sent me to Benin Republic, Afondagbia. So as I watch her shed tears, I feel that emotion myself. I felt it in the performances, actually, of all 5 nations. That heart, that emotion of really deeply longing for unity between North and South Korea. Nobody feels that yearning or that longing more than our true mother. Our true mother sheds those tears every day for Korea to unite. So those tears are very appropriate because they are tears that unite our heart with the heart of our true mother. Our true mother longs to see the youth of each region of the world, including the youth of Africa, to take the leadership role and to really now lead the world toward a total building of the kingdom of heaven on earth. Our mother is counting on you. So the two messages that resound in my heart today as I watch this beautiful event take place, this initiative of the youth of Africa, the things that impressed me and touched me the most, number one, is how strongly Africa must support unity of Korea, and how the world can never unite without North and South Korea uniting. And North and South Korea can never unite without centering on our true mother. And that is the words of our true mother. Secondly, the youth must take the leadership role. You are being called to quickly advance, to quickly mature, to quickly be capable of taking the role of leading the entire, your nation, your continent, your region. So those are the things that touched me the most. I think each nation who gave a presentation today really invested their heart and soul, and that's very inspiring for all of us to watch. But to see all these second generation members from all across the continent of Africa, for me, is especially inspiring, as I know that God is living in your heart and soul, and you are the fruit of our true parents' love and our true parents' blessing. May God bless Africa, may God bless Korea, and may the world be united, centering on our true parents. Thank you all very, very much.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Rigney, or Mama Kati, as she is usually referred to. We are happy to have you with us at any given time or day.
That's very correct. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gradually drawing close to the end of today's event. But we're not done yet. Oh no, we're not done yet. This festival is indeed not the end of this OKOWI initiative.
No, it is not. From the host organization, IAYSP, there is an intention to create a committee together with all the teams that performed today, who will continue to promote the importance of reunification of Korea to the different nations in Africa. Thus, more substantial projects are on the way and will be announced in due course.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the announcement segment of our program. So, we did mention, just as Nie said rightfully, that a committee would be made up of all the groups who performed today. And this committee is going to further explore how to advocate for peace and unification within the Korean Peninsula. However, we don't want it to just be limited only to the performers who performed today. We would also like to encourage other members of the audience to also indicate interest and consider being part of this committee to contribute in one way or another to this great cause.
That's right. Secondly, we feel it is necessary to bring to your notice the fact that there would be a World Summit coming up in Korea, which will particularly address the issue of the reunification of Korean Peninsula next month. We will now watch a video to know more in details about this upcoming World Summit. Video cue.
Only when we take action can we make our world a brighter place. Let our good deeds bring the light of hope and peace around the world. Let's stand arm in arm as we are one human family. Summit for Peace on the Korean Peninsula.
Ladies and gentlemen, as they say, all good things must come to an end. We are already at the close of our cultural festival, and to wrap things up for us today, we will be inviting another esteemed guest to give us the closing remarks. He is the regional president of the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, Africa region, and he is a big supporter of youth initiative within our continent. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to invite Regional President Jean-Pierre Kadima.
Thank you for giving me the floor. Je voudrais remercier et saluer le Chongwon co-chair et
So I would like to thank and greet the Chongwon co-chair and chairman of UPF Africa, Mama Catherine Rigney, and I would also like to greet and congratulate the international president of IAYSP, President Koji Matsuda, and also thank each and every parent, responsible leader, and the youth especially who took part in this event. And really, congratulations for your great participation, especially for the presentations. Congratulations to all the nations that took part, that presented something. So Benin, Ivory Coast, Sao Tome and Principe, Zambia. So your presentations really touched my heart and my original soul, my original being, because at every moment when I look at the efforts that our true parents have done, when our true father was still alive, until the time he left us, when we still needed him, and the efforts that our true mother has done for the reunification of the Korean Peninsula, and that today these efforts are touching the original soul of our children so that they can understand and invite the entire world to work for the reunification of the Korean Peninsula. I can only be grateful for everything that they are doing, and I hope that it can be transferred to the next generations, because for the reunification of the Korean Peninsula, the voice of the children needs to be heard by the world. So really, thank you for your participation. Thank you for the efforts that the regional vice president and the regional president of IAYSP is doing, and also for the efforts of her staff that they are doing without rest, so that we can really comfort the heart of our true mother, comfort the heart of the Korean people that is suffering now due to this division. And we really hope that Shin Africa can give its contribution. It is a great responsibility that we have. And when you have listened to the message of the international president of IAYSP and also of Mama Kati, for all the tears that were shed by the missionaries to educate us, to show us the way, the path, so that today we can contribute to the reunification of the Korean Peninsula. You cannot say tomorrow that you were not told about everything. So today we can say, you can say that you are now understanding, and even without us, you can understand why the unity of the Korean Peninsula is the most important thing, why our true mother is shedding tears, why she is between the hammer and the anvil, why she is talking to the political authorities, academicians, head of states, to every single scholars and scientists, so that they can understand that the unity of the Korean Peninsula will also influence the unity and peace in the world. And we have a lot to do to contribute to this reunification. So once again, all that I can do is to congratulate you and encourage you to accomplish a part of responsibility and help in the reunification of the Korean Peninsula. That's how we can show our support to our true mother and also keep our unity with our leaders, with our Korean co-chairs, with the different leaders that we have, so that together as children of our true parents, we can give them joy, not only to them, but to our heavenly parents too. So it is with gratitude and thankfulness that we want to conclude this event and pray that this can mark the victory of the 2022 World Summit that will soon happen with our true mother. So we pray for one united Africa, one resolute Africa to accompany our true parents until the reunification of the Korean Peninsula. Thank you, really, and may the love of our heavenly parent, the love of our true mother and our true parents be with you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Reverend Kadima for those wonderful parting words.
I know, right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to say goodbye. But before we go, let us not leave without yelling our chant one last time.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have not forgotten our chant. We had that chant, we said it twice, and now this is going to be the third time before we part. Just a little or quick reminder rather, the chant is One Korea, one word, Te Sungni. So are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
All right. 하나, 둘, 시작. One world, Korea, one world, Te Sungni. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating actively here at our OKOWI Festival. I hope you all had fun. I know I did have fun.
Me too. So before we go, please don't forget to fill out the feedback forms regarding this event. Technical team, please paste the link for the feedback form so that our dear audience can respond to it. We hope to get responses from you so that we can upgrade the quality of our events in the near future.
Also, as I said, as we announced earlier, in the feedback form, there is a part that indicates that if you would like to be a part of a committee or the committee to further do more projects for the reunification of North and South Korea, please indicate your interest in the feedback forms, as we will be very happy to get in touch with you and work together with you. Also, at this moment, we are all going to take a group picture to remember this event. So for those of you who have your windows closed, your videos are off, please kindly put on your videos so that we can see your beautiful faces and your handsome smiles. We are now going to take the group picture, or in our IAYSP, we refer to this picture as family picture. So those who are not exactly members of IAYSP, you're still part of the family, so make sure to have your videos on. It is time for the family picture. So here, when we take the family picture, we have our hearts. We make a heart sign with our fingers. We have a thumb, and then we also have our pointer finger, and then you bring them together this way to form two small hearts. So everybody, let's have our two hands with the two small hearts. And don't forget your beautiful smiles, everybody, your handsome and beautiful smiles.
Keep the smiles coming.
I see our winning team, our Sunhat Stars, Biol. I see your beautiful smiles. Thank you. Other people also are bringing up the smiles. I see President Wansu. I can see your smile there. Keep that smile. You can even make your smile bigger. Okay, at the count of three, we are going to take the picture. 1, 2, and 3. Those smiles, keep the smiles. Those smiles. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. We're going to the next pose. We're not finished yet.
At this point, it's a small heart.
This part this way. It is smaller than the first one we did, but a little bit bigger rather than the first one that we did. So let's go with this small heart. Don't forget to smile.
Smiles coming.
All right, at the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3. All right, for some time. And thank you very much, everybody. Then finally, we're not done. We're going to go to the last part. This is the biggest part of all. So we take our 2 hands up this way, like this. And we are going to take a picture. Don't forget your smile. I can see Mrs. White all the way from Ghana. She has a very beautiful smile. Mama, we love you. Thank you. So at the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3. All right, thank you very much, everyone. We are done with the family picture. You all look so beautiful and handsome. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now officially ended our OKOWI Festival. I remain your humble host, Godson Juma Ogurie, aka Chiefson.
And I remain your co-host, DJ Basi.
Till next time, everyone, 안녕히 가세요. Bye bye, everybody.
lot of photos of